Right, so welcome back to something new and interesting today. Tonight we're going to have a look at the top 10 coins by AltRank. This is coming from LUNAR social listing for cryptocurrencies. We're going to be explaining why, and we're going to be looking at what the top 10 trending currencies are and how their price action has been over the past few hours and over the past few days. So if you do want to hear that, make sure to give this video a like, as all of that is coming up in just a quick moment. But again, I am not a financial advisor, and we're just looking at these currencies because these are the top 10 most popular. By no means do I encourage you to buy any of these, by no means do I encourage you to sell any of these. Do your own research. These are just the top most popular currencies in the past few hours. So again, we're going into all of that. LUNAR, we have looked on their site before. I do find it a really interesting thing because it allows us to see the amount of popularity for a lot of different cryptos at the moment. And again, popularity, not necessarily indicative of value, not necessarily indicative of price action as well, but obviously it is still an interesting way to judge how a lot of cryptos have been going and what is going on in the space as well. So if this does sound interesting to you guys, make sure to give it a like and all of that kind of stuff. But yes, we are going to start off by looking at the list. So we're going to first have a quick look at what the orders are and what this means for the set. Number one is DOGECOIN. That makes sense. The price of Doge has rocketed overnight. That's completely fine. We have LITECOIN next. We have Ethereum. Again, Ethereum quite popular as well. Ethereum Classic. We have Rune, which is also known as THORCHAIN. We have Telcoin. We have Waves. We have Maker. And then we have TRUEFI. We have Chainlink in last position. So these are our top 10 coins by AltRank as of 11:34 AM. Tuesday the 4th of May, and this was a UTC. So for my personal time right now, it's about obviously 10 past 7, but this was published about 6 hours ago in case you were wondering. And again, feel free to check them out on Twitter. I do find it to be an interesting page. I definitely think it is worth a quick look at. So we're going to start off by looking at the price of Dogecoin, and again this list is going in order from most popular by social ranking to least popular. Most popular is Dogecoin, completely fine, and it also makes sense. Dogecoin is making a bit of recovery from that quite interesting period that we did see quite a few days ago, but the price was continuously dropping for a very long time. But right now the price is coming back up. We're almost breaking past new highs today, and of course the price is doing pretty well now. Obviously very soon we are going to see this one potentially even rocket past the previous highs and maybe even make it on its way, starting to move towards $1. I do think that is absolutely possible for reasons which I have outlined in multiple different videos. So that is how Dogecoin has been moving. The spike on Dogecoin doesn't seem to be over. We do seem to have seen a little bit of a sell-off. That makes sense. People will be taking profits with Dogecoin because a lot of people who bought into Dogecoin back when it was here are absolutely rich. So it makes perfect sense for people to take profits along the way. Now we're going to have a quick look at LTC. LTC Litecoin has obviously seen quite a lot of good growth today and over the past few days. So Litecoin today once more is up, we can see. If we get a percentage on this one over the whole day, up by about 9%. This big spike coming in the price at about 8.30. So again, not too bad. And again, the price has been up ever since, up by a further 8% on the rest of the day. And over the past 5 days, the actual price for this currency has picked up by a very large amount, up by 20% in the past week or so. And a lot of this is coming from Monday, where we saw big growth on Monday, and now going into Tuesday we are seeing further big growth. So again, we're nowhere near where we were on that sell-off earlier today, but we are still doing pretty decent overall for the price. The past month has been quite flat, but we are still moving up by about 33% in the past month. So a bit more stable growth, but it is still good, and I'm very happy to see that. Let us move on now to our next currency, which is Ethereum. 3,346 and 32. We're up today in the past 24 hours by 0.8%. However, we can see that obviously over the past day or so, and especially over the past week, this one is still building a lot of traction. It really is growing in price once more, and that is good to see because after that big price increase for cryptos that we did see, we saw a bit of a sell-off, but actually a lot of them are coming back strong, which is very good. And obviously right now we're doing very well for this one over the past month. We're breaking to almost 1 month highs, And obviously in the past 3 months, we're definitely rocketing up higher and higher all the time, which is fantastic. If we can get it to all time, we can see that the price is absolutely skyrocketing. Right now with cryptos, I do think that they are interesting. I'm just a bit apprehensive with all cryptos at the moment. The question is this a bit of a bubble, and will it come down by a large amount very soon? Again, I definitely do like crypto. I think crypto has a space. Some people think it is, a gimmick and something which is going to pop completely. I think crypto, some of them are very useful, some of them do have realistic world features, but obviously some of them are not necessarily as valuable. So the question is, are we going to see a big drop and a big correction in the price of a lot of cryptos after this year or so? And by year, I do mean 2021. Out of a massive amount of growth. So you can see that from January until now, up very, very big. And the question is, are a lot of cryptos about to correct? Who knows? Who knows, guys? Honestly, I hope not. I hope that they do remain where they are. That would be lovely to see. But honestly, I do not know. So make sure that you do a bit of research. I just thought it is absolutely important to share the absolute facts with you and my personal opinions as well. So my personal opinions are crypto in general are very good, but I do want you guys to be very aware of which ones are worth a buy and which ones may not necessarily be as valuable. Now we're going to move on to Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic today is seeing similar growth, up by 28% today, down to 25% now, but overall it is still moving in a very, very nice way. This one up big today. Past week we are seeing big growth as well, very similar to Ethereum, and the same can be said for the past month as well. This one absolutely rocketing now. We started off at the past 30-day period on a price of about $14, you can see. Right now we're touching way higher than that. We're almost past, in fact actually we are past $60, so things really moving up in a very, very strong manner for this one as well. Big gains were made on that today of about 25% down here, but that is fantastic to see. Let's have a quick look at THORCHAIN. So THORCHAIN down here has actually seen a lot of growth as well, up by about 4%. You can see if we can get the charts on this one has rocketed as well very recently. Obviously the past month for this one has seen big growth once more, a lot of volatility, but overall the price moving from about $10 closer to that $20 mark, and this one is up big. The past 3 months for this crypto are showing very good things as well. A lot of that growth which I was mentioning earlier, and the fact that this is happening across the board, you do have to be asking yourself, is the crypto price going to correct soon? I'm just not sure. Please tell me your thoughts down below. But yes, this is what this one is doing today, and it is pretty decent to see it up today as well. Obviously, it's up by about 3% right now, but it is still a decent gain nonetheless. Let's move on now to our next one, which is called TRUEFI. So TRUEFI price today down by 10%. That is not very good, and obviously this one has seen a big spike in price and then a subsequent sell-off. Now again, this is okay in my opinion somewhat. The past 7 days for this one are still quite green, and the past month even doing very good things. This one is spiking up very quickly, and again when cryptos do tend to spike up very quickly, people do get that FOMO, fear of missing out, and some people jump in a bit too late, and obviously then the price does fall by a large amount afterwards. I think that is important to note. So this one I'm definitely a bit apprehensive with absolutely as to whether we are going to see another fall. The price of this one is only about 1.7 cent, I do believe, so it's very, very cheap. And again, it usually makes a lot of people want to buy these ones, thinking that it's going to be the next coin to rocket. And I'm not saying that it's not going to be the next coin to rocket, but we do need to be aware of the fundamentals, obviously, and the potential, the real world potential that this one does have to be used, and the real world potential that this one does have to be the next coin to go to the moon. So do your own research when looking at these coins. But yes, the question is, will they stay up there in the sky? I just don't know. Let's move on to Waves. So Waves is the next one that we do have down here. Obviously Waves today is up by 6%. This one's valued at about $25. We can see past 24 hours moving very good. From about this point here, I would say about, if we can get time for it, about 7 AM. So again, that's very good as well. Past 24 hours, very green. The past week is also moving up very much as well. Day by day, it is actually slowly increasing. Past month, pretty decent too. Past year, it's obviously rocketing again quite recently, but this is how the price has gone. So if you'd have bought this one back in October, let's say, you'd have paid $1 or at least £1.90-ish, let's say. And if you just sold it right now, you would have made $25 or at least £25 in this instance per share, obviously leaving you with a profit of about £23 per coin. So really interesting to see that with crypto. This is what I mean. The gains for crypto at the moment are absolutely insane. I just hope that it is sustainable because we just don't know what is coming next with crypto. But on the past 1 year, this one is up by almost 3,000%. Really mad things that we are seeing over there. Now we're going to move on to Maker. So Maker down by another 5%. This one's valued at about $5,000 if you were wondering. If we can have a quick look once more, another crypto which has seen a rocket in the past year or so. If we do have a quick look in a bit more detail, a lot of this growth is coming in from January. And this is what I am saying again, a lot of these cryptos, similar story for all of them, a lot of hype coming in from January, but that is what we are seeing now. Past 3 months, very bullish, but we are seeing a little bit of a sell-off now. We can see over the past day or so as the price has been declining. The past 7 days we can see are doing pretty decent, but the big sell-off that we have seen over today, and actually, a little bit yesterday, I do believe, has brought us down a bit further. And again, this week is almost flat. Not necessarily a bad thing. It never hurts to see a bit of a correction. Let's just hope it doesn't fall by too much, hopefully. Now we're going to move on to our next one. This is called TRUEFI. So TRUEFI's price is at about 45 cents. This is down by about 1.69% today. And if we look a bit further down here, we can see that TRUEFI today obviously did see that fall in price that can be seen notably on the charts. Moving over a bit closer to the 7-day, we can see this one is still up big. So again, even though we have sold off a bit today, it is still up by a large amount. And does this indicate to, of course, a bit of profit taking potentially along the lines? Again, not necessarily always a bad thing. Now we're going to move on to have another quick look at our last cryptocurrency on the board, which is called CHAINLINK. CHAINLINK is valued at almost $46. It's currently at about $45.84. Potentially we could make it to about 46 tomorrow. Price right now is up by about 11.66%. Of course, it has just moved up again, so it is a little bit volatile towards the end of day, but we can see obviously it is up again with this crypto once more. Past year or so is bringing us a lot of attention. You can see that from January up until now, big gains have been made in this one, and generally speaking in the crypto space as well. Even Bitcoin is up big in that time period, as are a lot of other cryptos. Past 3 months for this one, volatile but good, still in the green. If you'd have bought this one at the start of the 3-month period, you'd have paid about $24, I do believe, and if you'd have sold it now, you would have made about, or at least you'd have sold for about $41. So decent profits have been made there for some people. Past month for this one is still moving up. If you'd have bought at the start of the month, you'd have paid about 31, and obviously you could have sold now at about 45. 7 days is still moving up, and actually today was quite a big spike. It does appear to be the case of that 11% gain. So again, we could see another run on this one coming very soon. Who knows? And again, moving a bit more closely on the 1-day chart, big run coming up more recently. We could be seeing a bit of a sell-off prime now. Possibly we could drop a bit further. And again, after that big gain, I think it would be understandable. So let's have a quick look at how some of the main cryptos have been moving today. We've seen Bitcoin up by 18%, and obviously Ethereum was up by 10.29. And that is what we are seeing in the crypto space today. Again, all of this information is coming from LUNAR, which is a social listing page for cryptocurrencies. I just wanted to try something new in this video. See if you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to leave a like if you did, and share it with your friends. Again, this video is not my personal opinions, or at least some of it is, but the numbers which were shown are not my personal opinion. They're coming from LUNAR. So again, make sure to check their page out if you would like to, and if you did enjoy, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.